Hey everybody, it's Strict9 with Strict9 GP, and we're back with the Phillies in my Out of the Park Baseball 19 playthrough. I'm really not sure what episode I'm on right now, but we are in the playoffs and in a pretty bad situation, honestly. After winning the division, the East, with 94 wins, my best record ever in this playthrough, we played the first two games against Arizona at home, and the first one wasn't really we weren't really in that game at all. We lost 8-2. You can see they had a big inning, fifth inning, 6 runs against really what I thought was going to be one of our most dependable pitchers going into the playoffs, McSparran, and we never recovered from that. But then the second game was really very disappointing. We lost 9-8 after being up 8-0 after 3 innings. Just a total collapse. Bullpen, starting pitching. Cantelmi pitched, gave up 5 runs in what was it, the fifth inning, and to tie that allowed them to really get the momentum. And the bullpen came in and just stunk it up. So a pretty poor performance, and now we're down 2 games to none, 1 game away from elimination, and it's going to be on the road in Arizona. So I'm going to go ahead and play out this game, and hopefully we can hold on. But if not, it'll be another season ended prematurely. So let's go ahead and get started. I think Lockfeld is who's probably scheduled to start right now. And I am going to be controlling all the rosters, moves, and lineups, and sorry, not rosters, but lineups and defensive controls in this game. So let me see if Lockfeld is the only one we have available to start. And really, we could go with Danny. He hasn't pitched in a while, but I think he's a better pitcher at this point. So I'm going to go with him. And then we're playing against a lefty pitcher, Steiner, who actually had a pretty good year for Arizona. 15 wins, a 119 whip, not a lot of hits. So that would bring Vargas. We would have Neidiger in there in right in place of Ochoa. And Devers. Do I want to really go with Devers here or give Tennessee a chance? Against lefties, he is rated pretty highly. He's a good defender. I'm going to give him a chance. So that'd be probably the only move I would make here. And then I will leave Barge in, even though he doesn't bat as well against lefties. I'm going to leave him in. And so I'm hoping this gives us the best chance to win this game. But we'll see. So let's get started. And Vargas leading off. First time I've seen the Arizona Diamondbacks stadium here. So it's an 0-1 count. He has only allowed 14 home runs this year. And that was going to be a grounder through the middle, so Vargas is going to be on. He's having a really good... he has been one of the hottest players on the team. So Taylor has a good arm, and Steiner has a really good hold rating. So I'm gonna let Perez bat here. Do I really want to bunt? I think I'm gonna try to bunt him over, and they were expecting it. That was close, but they got him at first, but pretty good bunt. Now that brings up Neidiger. It's a 1-1 count, and he lines it through the middle, and I'm going to send him. We've got to get on the board early here, and he's going to score. So that moves Neidiger over to second, and it's 1-0 with Ash up, and we still just have one out, and it's a wild pitch. So Nottinger's going to move over to third. And 3-0 count, and a weak grounder, but that's going to score the run. So we're up 2-0, first inning, and now Vandenhoeven up. First pitch, he looks like he might be swinging, and he grounds it to short, and they throw him out. So first inning was pretty kind to us. Now we got to see what we can do with Roan leading off. He's a spray hitter. It's a 1-2 count. I'm hoping Ood here comes through for me. So first pitch, grounder to second for an out. Now Ben Hurd, who's a pull hitter, I'm going to shift, just a weak shift to the right. And 1-0, and pop up. Looks like, yeah, Vargas makes the catch. Two away here for Nyman, who is probably their best overall hitter, and he has really looked good in these two games. 556 average, 2 homers, 6 RBIs. I'm going to, he's also a pull hitter. I'm going to shift right on outfield and the infield, but I'm not going to play him deep. It's an 0-2 count. And fly ball that lands. Oh man, they couldn't get to it. And he's going to wind up at second with a double. So that brings up Salas, who's a normal hitter type. And a grounder to short. And it's a bad pit throw. Oh my gosh. Perez, the Gold Glove shortstop. So now first and third with Jake Taylor up. And a grounder to the pitcher, and he's going to throw him out. So shaky inning, but we're still up 2-0, and that's Cameron, Tennessee now is going to lead off. And pretty weak pop up there in the infield. And second baseman Hall catches it for the out. Now Carson Kelly up, 2-1 to him. And pop up looks like the straightaway center. Out for that. And then Sean Barge up now. First pitch, man, they're coming up there swinging. And he grounds it through, gets past the shift there. So he's on now with the pitcher up. So at least we, they throw him out at, jeez, they throw him out at first. I was going to say at least we won't be leading off with the pitcher, but there goes that. So now Phil Ort's a pull hitter. We're going to play him straight against this righty. And he lines it to the alley. That's going to be extra bases. And he's going to slide into second with a double. Now Eric Price up, who is a normal hitter type. I'm just going to play everybody normal. Grounder to short. That's going to hold the runner. So one away. And now Adam Hall up. 2-2 count. We need a strikeout here, and that's what we get. It's a 2 out now with the pitcher Joe Steiner up. I'm going to bring the outfield in, and 2-2 count, and he swings and misses. So 2-0 still through 2 innings, and we got Ood leading off here in the top of the third, 2-2 count, and he repays the favor, strikeout. And Vargas, who got it all started, scored the first run of the game, and weak pop-up. He won't be on base this time. So 2 outs now for Perez. He needs to redeem himself for that error. And good hit. That's going to, but not deep enough. I thought it was going over the left fielder's head there for a moment. So now we got Roan coming up. He's a spray hitter. Full count, and he swings and misses. That's 3 straight strikeouts now for Danny Ood. And Hurd up, who's a pull hitter. I'm going to play a weak shift to the right. 0-1, and he lines it to center, but Vargas is there. So 2 away for Nyman, who I am definitely going to shift right. I'm going to play the outfield deep. Oh, they won't let me shift right, and oh well. I'd rather play shift right than deep on him. First pitch, he's swinging, grounder to what happened there? So it got through. Maybe he just hit it really hard, but he's now hitting 636, 2 for 2 today, I think. Salas up, 2-0 count, and that's a really tough hit there. That's going to be extra bases, and Nyman is coming home. He's going to score. It's a 2-1. Jake Taylor up, full count, and he walks him. Okay, let me go ahead and visit the mound here, make sure nothing's going on there. He says he's still feeling good, but he's getting shook up a little bit. And Orr is up. He's a pull hitter, but against righties not so much. I'm gonna play straight away. It's 0-2. A grounder to first, and Vandenhoeven will step on the bag. So 2-1 now through 3 innings. It's not going to be easy, that's for sure. So Neidiger leads off, still gets Steiner. It's a full count, and he walks. And that'll bring up Ash. Hopefully he can get something doing. He has not had a hit in this whole playoff series. And he draws a walk. So we got runners on first and second with no out for Vandenhoeven, who is 125, so I guess that's about 1 for 8 in the series. And that's going to be double play. Oh my gosh. So it's up to Tennessee now to get that runner home. 2-0 count, and it's a wild pitch, and Neidiger scores. Holy cow. We really needed that. 3-1 now. Tennessee up. It's 3-0 count. 3-2. And that may fall. It does. So base hit for Tennessee with Carson Kelly up. Playing Carson Kelly against the righties or lefty pitcher today. But he'll get a weak ground out and force out at second. And now Ood has a pretty good stamina, but his pitches are already up there to 60. So, excuse me, I would like to get two innings out of him, 2 more innings out of him, unless he just starts getting in trouble. And they start off bottom of the 4th with a hit, so that can be tough. And Adam Hall up. I'm going to play that infield double play depth, and I'm going to hold the runner who has some speed. Let me deep fly ball, but I think they're going to catch it, hopefully. And Axe gets there. So Steiner up. I think I'm going to bring the corners in here. I'm expecting he'll be bunting. And yeah, he does. He lays down a bunt, and they'll get the runner at first. That's about it. So 2 outs with Roan up, who's a spray hitter. Hopefully we can get him out here. And a grounder to short, and that'll do it. So Perez throws him out. So 3-1 through 4 innings. Still a little bit closer than I would like. Bard's leading off against Steiner. Steiner's still doing pretty good. His stamina is really good, 18 out of 20. And Bard strikes out. And now that was Steiner's second strikeout. Dude up. And he gets a hit through the center of the infield. So good job for him. Now let's hope Vargas can take advantage of that. It's full count. And he lines it to left. That's going to fall. And it's going to be a double. So, wow, some good base running there. They sent the pitcher to third, so runners on second and third now. Perez up, just 1 out. Infield in, though, and he lines it to center. That's going to score at least 1. And so it looks like Vargas is going to stay at third. And they're leaving Steiner in here with 1 out and Neidiger up. 2-2 count. And a weak pop up to center, but yeah, Vargas is going. Good job. So it's 5-1 now. Perez on first, 2 outs with Axe up. He needs to really, he needs to find a way to get on base here. And it looks like they jammed him, and he pops it up to left. And his cold streak continues, so it's 5-1 though. Two more runs, good inning. And now they are leading off here with Hurd, who's a pull hitter. I'm gonna shift that infield a little bit to the right. It's an 0-1 count, and he gets that one deep to the wall. And he's going to lead off with a double. And with their most dangerous hitter up, I'm going to shift everybody to the right. Oh, and wild pitch. Man. Another wild pitch. What is going on here? So that scores a run, and it's a full count. And he hangs in there to strike him out, but man, that's not a good way to give up the run. Still doing okay for the most part with that pitch count. Salas up now. I think he had a big hit his last time up. A weak grounder to first, or the pitcher throws first to get him out. Now Jake Taylor up. I'm going to play everybody straight away. It's another full count though, and he gets him swinging and missing. So that's good way to end the inning, and they are leaving Steiner in. I'm kind of surprised here. Van den Hooven's going to lead off. His pitch count is still pretty healthy, but top of the 6th, we're up 5-2. And a deep fly ball from Van den Hooven, that's going to hit the wall. So, good hit for him, leading off with a double. And now we got Tennessee up, who had a hit his last time up, and they walk him. So now they're going to bring in Duran. There's not really any speed on the bases right here. And let me see how Carson Kelly is rated against righties. Okay, I'm gonna give it a chance. It's a 1-0 count. And a grounder to first. He's gonna get this. Oh, he threw it away. So everybody's gonna be on. Bases loaded. No out with Sean Barge up. And it's a full count. And they walk him. That's going to walk a run home. So now I got the big decision here. I think I'm going to let Ood bat and see if he can get us through the 6th inning. And a balk. Don't see that much in the game, but a balk scores another run. So 7-2, and pop up to center. It's not really deep enough to get the run home. Vargas is going to lead it off, or bat now with 1 out against Duran, and it's a 3-0 count. They walk him on 4 pitches. So now Perez, who is a switch hitter, but let me see how he's pretty good against righties. He's a little bit better against lefties, though. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI in this game. It's 2-1 count and a weak ground ball. They're going to throw home to get that lead runner, but didn't get Perez at first. So now Neidiger up, and I'm going to leave Neidiger in here. I don't think he's... Yeah, he still has really good ratings against righties, so I'm gonna go with him. It's 3-1 count. And another walk to bring a run home. It's 8-2. And the big guy, this is when he needs to get his bat moving, get it working. It's a 1-2 count and a weak pop up to left. I don't think that'll do it. So that'll end the inning, but 3 more runs. It's 8-2, and Ood's pitch count's getting up there, 90. I'm gonna see how he handles this first batter, and that's a deep fly ball, and nobody's gonna track that one down. So guy on second, excuse me, a leadoff double. Eric Price up. Let me see how he's doing. He's battling through some fatigue. One more. Perez, he throws the guy out, and good thing there, it held the runner. And now Adam Hall up. First pitch, he's swinging. Pretty deep fly ball to center, but Vargas goes back and catches that. Now we got Mikey Polanski, who's going to come in to pitch hit. And I'm going to bring in a lefty pitcher. I've got Medina or Castro. I'm going to go with Castro, who has been cold, but I'm hoping that he can get it out here. He's looked terrible in the playoffs so far. So it's 3-1 count. Do not walk this guy. He walks him. Holy cow. And now Dalton Roan up. And very deep fly ball. I regret bringing this guy in. He is literally not even worth having on the team. Oh, that is so frustrating. So now it's 8-4. Really, that was my mistake. I should never have brought him in. He should have gone with Medina probably. And yeah, that's 8-5 now. So this is what happened in the second game. Unfortunately, our bullpen, which has traditionally been, and I'm going to walk Neiman. I'm just not even going to, or Nyman. I'm not even going to pitch to him. Our bullpen has traditionally been strong, but the pitching is just terrible. Up and down, and really in both playthroughs. So it's kind of hard to, this one in the Reds, it's been so hard to get consistent pitching going. I'm having more trouble with it than I think I have in previous versions, which is okay. I mean, it's a good challenge, but it gets kind of frustrating too at times when you really, outside of your closer and maybe one setup guy, it's hard to get a bullpen that you can depend on. Not to mention the starting rotation, but we did get out of that inning. But they brought it closer. It's now a 3-run game. And Vandenhue is going to lead it off here against the righty. It's 2-2. And he's going to strike out looking. And I am going to bring in Devers now, just to see if he can get some offense going here. I'll put him in at third. Although Tennessee had a good game for the most part. He did what I wanted him to do. And Devers pop up to center. That'll be out. And now we got Carson Kelly. I'm going to leave him in because he still has some good defense. And he gets a walk. So Barge up now. 1-0. I think he struck out his last time. And that's a very deep fly ball. And their right fielder dives and makes the catch. So things are getting tight here now. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Do I leave Wright in there? He looked pretty shaky, but got a couple of righties coming up, 3 righties coming up. I'm gonna try him at least for a batter or 2. He only threw 8 pitches that last inning. All right, so 7th inning stretch over. Let's get started. It's 2-2 count. All right, he gets him to swing and miss, and that brings up Phil Ort. And it looks like he's swinging first pitch, and a grounder to Vandenheuven, who is going to make the out. and then hopefully one more out, and it's a full. Walks him on 4 pitches, but he's got some speed. 96 on that last one. Now Adam Hall up, and he's pretty good at holding the runner. Let me throw to first. And he gets back. Oh, and that's a deep fly ball, isn't it? Nope. It's going to be caught, but it came off the bat pretty hard there. But we're through 7, still 5-3, or 5-8. And Wright did a good job there. So finally, the bullpen that I've been slamming on, maybe there was one positive. So I'm going to bat for him, but who did I put in there? Probably Arenthal. Feels like my most reliable pinch hitter. It's a 1-1 count to him. And a grounder to short, and they're going to throw him out. Just 8 hits, so really looking at it, 8 runs on 8 hits. Not a very good pitching performance from Arizona. And they bring in Marroquin, who didn't have all that great of a year. It looks like they may have called him up just for the playoffs. I'm not sure. Vargas leads off. It's 2-2. Fly ball to straightaway center, so that's an out. And now Perez up with 2 out, 0-2 count, and he strikes him out. So we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. They've got Neiman up, really dangerous. I'm going to try Medina in there. He's one of my few since Castro was so terrible. And Medina hasn't been much better. I mean, he has yet to get an out in the playoffs. He gave up 2 earned runs, so his earned run average is infinity right now. It's not even showing because it's so high. But I'm sorry, I read that wrong. So hopefully this is even better. I thought Nyman was coming up, but it's going to be Polanski. It's a 1-2 count. Grounder to third, and Devers throws him out. Devers' defense is right now. He's really lost a lot this year. I'm not sure if he's going to pick up with another club next year. Even Dalton Roan up, grounder to short, and Perez is going to throw him out, and that's going to bring up Pineda. His ratings against lefties are really good. I think I'm going to bring in Rozier here. And Pineda is a switch hitter, but he's not as good against righties. It's 2-0 count. And a pop-up to shallow center, and Perez gets there. So now we'll go to the 9th, still up 8-5. Nottiger leading off, and they bring in another lefty. So I'm going to keep Nottiger in there. And he hits him. Man, first pitch he hits him. Was that deliberate? Not sure. And finally, Axe, they had him played to the hard shift, and he gets lines it to the corner for a triple. Finally. So now it's 9-5. Good hit from him. He went to the opposite field. That's about as far as you could go without hitting a home run. Now we got Vandenhoeven up, and they walk him on 4 pitches, intentional walk, and Devers up. And I don't know if I have anyone who could. I mean, Riley can actually play third base. I'm going to bring him in and see if they do stay with the lefty. See if I can get another run here. And it's a grounder to second, but they only get he throws to first. And now second and third, 1 out, Carson Kelly up. And they're going to walk him to load the bases. And Sean Barge up. He did have a hit leading off the game against the lefty, so let's see if he can do it again. It's a full count, and he walks in. How many runs have they walked home in this game? So it's 10-5 now. That makes me feel good, though. I mean, that, you know, we may have a shot if that pitching starts to kind of, I don't know, if they continue choking like this. We're up 10-5. I do have, I can't go with Skylar Dutch, who has a, yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to hang on to this game. I need it really badly. I'm gonna try to score as many as I can. It's a 1-2 count, and he swings and misses. And they brought in a righty pitcher there, so that was the risk. Now, who is Lovegrove? He's had a pretty shaky year. Maybe but he strikes out the two guys. All right, so 10-5. I hate to use Austin here. I'm gonna try to save him and go with Compton, who's been really cold. He needs to get things taken care of, and I'm gonna have to put Riley in. So yeah, Compton needs to really have a good strong inning here, and he's got a tough batter already with Neiman, who's been hot today. He's what, hitting over 600? I forgot to look, but that's a weak fly ball to right. That'll be out. Yeah, he's batting .538 for the series. Now Sal's up a full count. He gets him to swing and miss. And Compton did have a pretty good year, didn't he? Let me make sure. Just curious. No, he didn't. He gave me a lot of appearances, but .520 ERA. So now Jake Taylor with 2 outs. Let's end it. And a liner to left and right at action. That's going to do it. So we did get a game back on him. Pretty good overall offensive performance, but in a lot of ways it was really the poor pitching of Arizona. Let's take a look at the box score here. For us, Vargas had a solid game, 2 for 5, scored a run. Nodiger was great against that lefty pitcher. He only had 1 hit, but he scored 3 runs, drove in 3, 2 walks. Axe finally had a pretty big hit there. Barge was 1 for 3, 2 RBIs, 2 walks. So 10 walks in the game for Arizona. I hope that continues. That would be a good thing for these next 2 potential games in the series. Ood did pick up the win. He was shaky there towards the end, but he gave me 5 2/3. That means I'll probably have to go with Lockfeld in this next game. And the bullpen outside of Castro, who really ticked me off there, did their job and held him scoreless. But Nodiger was the player of the game, so good job for him. So now let's finish this game, or finish this day, and let's see if the other series are still going. Now let's look at the playoff coverage now. So Oakland's up 2-0 on the Rangers. Toronto's up 2-0 on the Twins. Pittsburgh up 2-1 over the Braves. So we're probably going to have Lockfeld going against Matt Manning, who is only a 2-star rated pitcher. Has had a decent year, not a lot of wins. So if that's the pitcher they wind up going with, we might have a chance. It just depends on what Lockfeld we're going to get. He was solid up until the last month of the season. And, well, he had a shaky May, but that last month and in October, he was just, he was on pace for close to 20 wins until September and October. So now I need him to have a good outing, because I don't really think I'm going to have anybody rested enough. McSparron is close, but I really would rather risk Logfeld and have McSparron for that 5th game if we get there. But we're still alive. That's good. I hope we make the championship at least, but we're in the hole for sure. But that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and appreciate the subscribes, the comments, the thumbs up, and I'll see you next episode when we take on Arizona for Game 4.